week 4 of this Jay Slater case. It's not looking any closer to being solved, and it's been a real eye-opener for me. If any of you have followed me for any length of time, I've only really been talking about this Jay Slater case for about a week now, maybe just over a week, just because I thought I saw a lot of conspiracy stuff, and I've talked about conspiracies and whatnot before, and it's very easy to get wrapped up in what's called an echo chamber. And an echo chamber is where you're only seeing views and opinions that fit your narrative. And it's very easy to believe in things. You know, I've called out people before that think that the earth's flat and whatever. That's for a different video. I don't care less whether you think it's flat or round. But it's very difficult sometimes to... There's a saying, isn't there? You can't see the wood from the trees. As I'm walking in a lovely wooded area. There's my dog. Oh, just having a shit. Anyway, what timing that is. Anyway, I think it's been one of these cases that's gripped people because the age of the boy and where he's gone is actually quite close to a lot of our hearts. I'm a father. I've been to Tenerife probably 6 or 7 times. And I'm sure a lot of you lot have. You've been to Mallorca, you've been to Magaluf, and you know how off our heads we can get. I'm not saying this through experience, but paranoia, when you've taken Class A drugs, is a real thing. So much so that you can start to believe anything. Maybe the simplest explanation is he was just absolutely off nut, sleep deprived 3 days, got spooked, and really did go off into the bushes. I don't know. But this post was more about, since I've been making these videos, I've obviously got a lot of content that is to do with the Slater case. And, you know, you've got this Haley girl, Haley Comet, got this Deezy guy, I think he's Dreezy, and then this Little Miss Vodka. And I hear a load of them have been getting a load of hate. I just wanted to tell you that you're not the only ones that get hate. I've gone from the most hated man on TikTok to the most loved man on TikTok many times. I've been doing this for a couple of years now. It's all par for the course. But these people that are making content that we're all consuming, hats off to you all. Because it's really difficult putting your face out there and your name out there. And I understand just how many messages and videos and things that you've all been getting sent, because I'm the same. It's a full-time job. So I saw Haley make a video earlier today addressing some hate. Come on, guys, get a life. Calling people out and all of this. We're here to make friends. And I think when the truth comes out, a lot of these online detectives will probably be 80 to 90% correct. The internet's a fantastic tool now. And if authorities aren't using the tools at their disposal, these kind of people are. And I think it's been amazing. So if any of you guys are watching this one, keep your head up. I've had death threats. Somebody messaged me the other day. I've had loads of death threats about this case. They're keyboard warriors. They're people that have got too much time on their hands, think they know better, and they're anonymous accounts. So anybody that puts their face out there and makes content for you guys to consume, my hat goes off to them, because it's fucking difficult, especially if you put your name on there like I have, like a dickhead. But this case looks like it's just going to keep going on and on and on forever. Let's hope that it was the simplest explanation, that this young lad was on a 3-day bender, he was off his head, got paranoid, because that's a real thing. And anybody that knows what I'm talking about knows what I'm talking about. The paranoia that can set in is some of the most terrifying hours, minutes, days of your life. Really can be. And I'm not talking through experience. If that's what's happened, Are they going to find him? I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that we're not being told the whole story. I hope that the truth comes out sooner rather than later, because at the end of the day, he's 19 years old. That's a kid. That's an absolute kid, particularly in today's day. 30, 40 years ago, a 19-year-old probably had a full-time job and a wife. Nowadays, 19-year-olds are intelligent in some ways. They're brilliant on a phone, but life skills, difficult, and it must have been horrendous out there. So keep supporting those creators. A lot of people saying, oh, you shouldn't be begging. And that Down the Rapids dude as well. I keep seeing things that people are hating on him. So what if people give him a few love hearts and stuff like that? That's his prerogative. If he turns them on, that's great. You don't have to give any of these creators anything. If I do a live, which I've not done one for a while, I try and tell people I don't want anything from you. I don't want your money. I don't want your money. I'm fortunate enough I don't need it. But some people, this is taking up a full-time job for them. So if you're supportive of them, amazing. If you're not, don't watch it. Don't give them your love hearts and your bands and your dinosaurs and whatever they are in these lives. But remember, what you see on the camera is only a tiny, tiny piece of what's actually going on behind it. So let's try and stick to as much as we know, which is factual, which is not a lot. Let's try and make sure we keep level-headed. I've had a lot of people saying, oh, you're the only level-headed one out here. Yeah, because I've argued with flat earthers for ages and stuff like that. And let's hope that we get to the bottom of it sooner than later. But I guarantee you, when we do, these online detectives, they're not going to be too far off the truth.